Hexagonal closely packed structures, the short form is HCP. You know that what are the parameters of HCPs? That means what are the axial distance and interplanar angles. That's the axial distance values on is A equal to B, understand, then not equal to C. Understand, that is the parameters for axial distance. Okay, there is the angle, interplanar angle, it's alpha is equal to beta for 90 degree and gamma is equal to 120 degrees. Understand? So that is the parameters of the hexagonal structures. Understand? So now we discuss about what are the number of atoms per unit cells, coordination number, atomic radius, and C by A ratio of hexagonal closely packed structures value. Finally, what are the packing factors? Number of atoms occupied in the unit cells. Okay, so then one by one we discuss. Hexagonal structures, like is one of the hexagon for top layer, then hexagon is the bottom layers. Understand? So each corner occupying atoms. So there are 6 corner of atoms in bottom layer, and there are 6 corner of atoms in top layers. Understand? Then 2 base centered atoms. Try to understand. There are 2 base centered atoms in the middles. Okay. Now, like this is connected like this. Understand? Now connector, the lattice points. So outer lines like this. Then 3 atoms in the center of the bodies. Understand? Like this value for bottom layer, it's a top layer, then center is the middle layer. Understand? The total height of hexagon is C. Understand? The middle layer to top layer height, its value for C by 2. The middle layer to bottom layer height, its value for C by 2 values. Understand? You know that what are the structure of hexagons? This top layers are the 6 corner of atoms, bottom layer are the 6 corner of atoms. Then 2 base centered atoms, additionally for 3 body of center atoms in the middle layers. Okay, like this hexagon closely packed structures. So now we discuss one by one. What are the number of atoms per unit cell calculations? Number of atoms per unit cell. Understand? This case involving for the 3 type of atoms. First, calculate for corner of atoms. Understand? This is the first is the top layer. The top layer corner of atoms. Understand? This case top layer corner of atoms, there are 6 corner of atoms. Then each atom shared 1/6 ratio. Understand? So this calculation is 1/6 into 6 atom. That the answer equal to 1. So next we go to for bottom layer. Bottom layer corner of atoms. The same ratio. There are 6 corner of atoms. So each atom shared 1/6 ratio. So 1/6 into 6 is equal to 1. Understand? Then 2 base centered atoms. Understand? The base centered atom shared 1/2 ratio. So base center of atom. This case for 2 base centered atoms. Each atom shared 1/2 ratio. So that's as equal to 1. Understand? Then finally for 3 atoms in the middle layer. So middle layer of atom equal to, what is the answer? That is value for 3. Okay, so the total equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 6. Understand? So 6, the value of number of atoms per unit cell in the hexagonal closely packed structures. Understand? So next we go to the coordination number. 6 point of the coordination number. So in this case, for coordination numbers, the calculations is there's a categories for upper middle layer and lower middle layers. Understand? The upper middle layer having the 3 atoms. Okay, well. Layer, lower middle layer. Understand? Then center of atoms. Understand? So the upper middle layer, there is 3 atoms. Understand? 3 atoms in the unit cell. The lower middle layer is having the 3 atoms. So all you know that is the coordination number mean for surrounding atoms to the particular atom of the unit cell. For example, X is one of the particular atom. What are the surrounding atoms in this unit cell? That is known as for coordination number. So in this case, for upper middle layer having the 3 number value, 3 atoms. The lower middle layer for 3 atoms. The center of atoms for upper and black value for 6 atoms. The total answer is 3 plus 3 plus 6 is equal to 12. So in this case, for coordination numbers of hexagonal closely packed structures, the value is equal to 12. Understand? So upper middle layer 3 atoms, lower middle layer 3 atoms, center of atoms, the surrounding atoms is equal to 6. So total value is equal to 12. Okay, that is the coordination numbers values. Okay. So next we find what are the atomic radius. Okay. So in this case, atomic radius is the same point of view. Just take the hexagonal shape. Understand? Like this, number 3 is a atomic radius. Understand? Its symbol is R. So is like this a corner of atoms. Did you understand? Like this a corner of atoms. So the one first corner of atoms, then is a second corner of atoms. Understand? So all you know that what is the mean by atomic radius? Or distance between the 2 adjacent atoms. Okay, well, so that is value for R, distance R, that is distance is equal to R value. The total distance is equal to 2R. Understand? All you know that the 2R equal to A, that lattice constant value. So atomic radius R equal to A by 2. Okay, atomic radius R is equal to A by 2 values. Understand? So first find what are the number of atoms in its 6 value. Then coordination number is equal to 12 and atomic radius of HCP, the value is equal to A by 2 values. Understand? So next we go to the another simple calculation. The ratio of C by A values. Okay, the ratio of C by A. Okay, the simple calculation. Third one, the fourth one, ratio of C by A. Understand? So C is known as for height of hexagon, A is the lattice constant. Understand? So what are the relations between the C by A of HCPs? Okay, it's like it's one of the simple calculations, simple derivations, how to find C by A values or A by C values. Understand? It's like the hexagonal structures. Understand? Like this distance value for A, then B values. Understand? like center axis is equal to O. Understand? You know that for each phase is equal to A values, lattice constant. That is value for lattice constant. Lattice constant is also lattice constant values. Okay, including this one for also lattice constants. Understand? Now the axis values, that is value for x, OX. Understand? And the point is Y. Understand? So this point is Y. Now is connecting with 3 middle layers, 3 atoms. That is value for C. Understand? So this case value for is C connected to O, center of base centered axis. Understand? So like this distance value, C to O, distance equal to A, lattice constant. Otherwise, for Y to C, this point Y, okay, the Y to C, the point, the distance is equal to Y to C, distance is equal to C by 2 of, like is the middle layer is the base layers. Okay, now the axis value for AOX, the axis or triangle AOX is equal to 30 degree. Understand? Axis AOX is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. So now this point is x, y values. Understand? This y is a connected point, connected in C. Okay. Connected in C values. So now we find what are the values of AOX. You know that this angle for AOX. Now apply for cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is equal to OX by OA. OX by OA. You know that OX is equal to OA cos 30 degree. Understand? OA is equal to lattice constant, that is value for A, and cos 30 degree is equal to root 3 by 2. Understand? That is value for OX. Now equation number 1. Okay, that is value for OX values. Understand? So now how to find OY values? Understand? OY, that's value is equal to, how to find the OY? Understand? The OY, the distance of 2 by 3 of OX. Okay, that's value for 2 by 3 of OX values. Understand? So OY is equal to 2 by 3 of OX. So we find for 2 by 3 into OX, Y is equal to A into root 3 by 2. Understand? So 2 cancellation. So at the same timing, A root 3 by 3. Understand? So A into root 3. The 3 is equal to root 3 into root 3. 1, 2, 3 cancellation. Then A by root 3. That is value for OY. Understand? Okay. So now we find the value of OC values. So that is we find simple calculations. How to find the total answers value, OY values find. So the axis value for OCY, the angle OCY, that is value for OC whole square is equal to OY whole square plus CY whole square plus CY whole square. Understand? OCY, this triangle. So OC whole square is equal to OY whole square plus CY whole square. So OC whole square is already know that OC is mean for, that is equal for A. So A square is equal to OY. OY is equal to already find out, that is value for A by root 3. So A by root 3 whole square plus CY. CY equal to, it's a middle layer to bottom layer. That height is equal to half. So C by 2 whole square. So A square is equal to A square by 3. Understand? A square by 3. Because root 3 whole square is equal to 3. Then C square by 4. Understand? So separate by a values. So a square minus a square by 3 is equal to c square by 4 value. So this value for 3a square minus 3a square minus a square divided by 3 equal to c square by 4. Understand? So that is value for 2a square by 3 equal to c square by 4 values. Understand? Now just arrange c by a. Understand? That's a formation, c by a. So c square. So c square by a square. So 2 equal to that 8 divided by 3. The answer is, take square root. Take square root. The answer is c by a equal to root 8 by 3. Understand? Or a by c is equal to root 3 by 8. Understand? Like this is value for c by a ratio value. That answer is equal to that's value for 1.633. Understand? 1.633 is value. That is value for c by a ratio. This is one of the simple calculations for how to find c by a of HCP structures. Okay, hexagonal closely packed structures. Okay, so next we find atomic packing factors. Okay, there is atomic packing factor calculation. Just we find what are the value of unit cells calculations. Okay, so value of unit cell calculations value is equal to, that is value for 6 into 1 base centered atoms. Oh, sorry, 6 into 1 base centered triangles. Okay, into height. Understand? So one base, there are 6 base centered triangles, 1 2 3 4 5 6 values. So one base centered triangle is AOB. Understand? So how to find base centered triangles value is, that is value for, what's the answer values? Breadth into 1 by 2 breadth into height. Okay, 1 by 2 breadth into, breadth means AB is a breadth value, height means for OX values. Okay, that is value for one base centered triangles into 6 into C value. That is value for value of unit cells of HCPs. Understand? So just to find for APF values. Next we find number 5, APF. That means atomic packing factors calculation. So atomic packing calculation is number of atoms per unit cell into volume of one atom, then divide by volume of unit cell. Understand? So that is value for atomic packing factor calculation. So number of atoms per unit cells value already know that. That is value for 6. The value of one atom's value is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube's value. When r is equal to, already know that r is equal to, that is a by 2 value. That is r values. Substitute here. Next we have volume of unit cells value. The value of our unit cells value just you find. Understand? Of HCPs. So first of all you find for volume of unit cell. That value is equal to 6 into 1 base triangle into height. Understand? So 6 into 1 base triangle. That is a 6 is having the 6 triangles. Now we find for 1 base triangle into height. Understand? Height is equal to C. Now we find for base centered triangles. Okay, so base triangles value, 1 base triangles. So white pi base triangle is equal to, that is a base triangles value for this level. Now we take for base triangles value for this angle for OAB. That is a OAB value. That is a base triangles values. Okay, so this calculations is, the base triangle calculation is, what's the angle? 1 by 2 breadth into height. Understand? 1 by 2 breadth into height value. That is the base triangle's value. Now 1 by 2 breadth means for AB is a breadth value. Okay, well, then is the height, that is the value for breadth into height meaning for OX. That is the height values. Now this value already know that. What is value for OAPA? Value for OX values. Okay. That is value for 1 by 2 into AB. AB is mean you already know that. That is AB is a lattice constant value. That is your A value. Then is the OX values. OX value already know that. There's a simple values. It's value for A root 3 by 2. Understand? That is value for OX values. Understand? Now that answer is equal to what answer? Root 3 A square by 4. Understand? That is value for one base triangles. Now this value substituting here, then volume of unit cell equal to 6 into then root 3 A square by 4 into height. Height means for C. C is the total height values. That is the C values. Understand? Now we easily find what are the volume of unit cells values. Okay. Now this value substituting here. Okay. Easily find the values. Now rub the board. I write this side step by steply. So APF equal to number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 6, volume of one atom 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by then volume of unit cells, that is value for 6 into what answer? 6 into root 3 A square by 4 into C values. Understand? Then A is R is equal to, already know that R is equal to A by 2. Understand? So 6 into 4 by 3 pi, then A by 2 whole cube, then divide by 6 into root 3 A square by 4 into C values. Understand? Now these values we find. What is the values of a point values? Well, 6 into 4 pi A cube divided by 3 into 6 into root 3, then the one more 4 was numerator, 3 into A square into C values. Then 3 1 with 2 power 3, that is equal to 8, that is a numerator. That is value for 8 values. Understand? So all values here. So 6 cancellations, and what are another value? 6 cancellation. Then A cube A square cancellations. Here one more A repeating. Then 4 8. So it's a 2 times. Then this 2 times values. So the answer is 2 pi. What answer? 3 into root 3. 3 into root 3 A by C values. Understand? Like this, a 2 pi. Understand? 2 pi A. Then 3 into root 3 C values. Understand? So now I already know that C by A values. Okay, C by A is equal to root to 8 by 3, but A by C is equal to root to 3 by 8 values. Understand? So 2 pi 3 root 3 into its value is equal to root 3 by root 8. Understand? So root 3 1 root 3 cancellations. Understand? So 2 pi by 3 into what answer? Root 8. Root 8 means 4 into 2. Understand? Okay. Then root 4 Okay, root 4, the value is equal to, so 2 pi, then 3 into 2 into root 2, understand, 2 cancellation, then pi by 3 into root 2, understand, that is value for APF values. Okay, so the output answer is 0.74. Okay, then how to find number of atoms occupying the unit cells calculations. So in this HCP structure, HCP is having for the percentage value is 74 percentage filled by atom, then remaining, what is the value, 26 percentage of places vacant, understand, that is the structure of HCP, understand. Now this case we will discuss about two structures, the packing factor results is common because the HCP structures and this HCP structures, phase center cubic structures, is all APP structures. Atomic packing factor result is 0.74 values. That is a 75% atom occupying this unit cell, remaining for 26% of places vacant. Understand? Thank you.